Welcome to Ecom Cowboy. This is D2C's daily show where we talk about one thing and one thing only. That's what's now and next in e-commerce. So founders and operators and marketers like yourself can survive and thrive. It is Friday, January 30th, and it's cold outside, but it's heating up in here. We come to you from an undisclosed location in the midst of a beautiful Austin, Texas. And this wouldn't be possible without our incredible partner, Seguno, Postscript, and AMP. We have a jam-packed show for you today. Maddie Martin, head of marketing at Cadence, is going to be joining us. The question is, can electrolytes be luxurious? Can they fit into the category of luxury, or is it just a race to the bottom at the end of the day? He's going to have insight for us. Sellers on TikTok Shop, significant sellers, are starting to leave the platform due to fulfillment by TikTok being enforced. Is this just a small happening, or will this be a trend? And will there be more off-platforming with significant leakage? We shall see. Hims and hers. I love this framing that they have brought to us amidst their Super Bowl ad. True wealth is significant health. And they're giving all of us hope that we will not be relegated to the perma underclass that everyone is saying shall come. Maybe we all can live like billionaires and do incredible things and live forever. We shall see. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Colin Doherty. Colin, get inside this show.
Let's go.
It's Friday, baby.
Let's go.
It's Friday.
Yep.
You know what I love about what we do is that every day is game day. That's what
Game
I
day.
love. It's game day, baby.
Super Bowl.
We're gonna be doing a live taste test of Outty too.
As well.
That's huge. We're not doing it right now, but I don't know. Maybe TJ will just join us on the show, spontaneously. Who knows? Anything can happen. That's the great thing about being live.
Let's go. I
want to kick off Friday just like we did last week. We need to get into hot jobs. And before we transition, Carson, I just want to highlight, isn't it awesome that amidst this AI revolution, there are so many opportunities. There are still awesome companies that are hiring humans. Here we are, right?
Absolutely.
And the great thing is that some of these opportunities, they're hiding in plain sight. Carson, I'm going to play the sound effect. You give us the overlay. Hot jobs, baby. Caliente.
I like
Caliente. You know, this first one I am super excited about. And he actually made a comment last week on the Twitter feed. I think it's appropriate. Once you move us forward here, Carson. I'm talking about Jones Road here, baby. Creative strategist, paid social. There was a rumor out there. There's a rumor that this position is so important to CEO Cody Plofker that you're going to be personally mentored and go on vacation with this guy and maybe live inside a room of his house. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Do you see? I mean, what's your take when you see this available here, Colin?
For sure. I think you also have to really love the brand. The brand is, obviously I am not the ICP for this brand.
You're not?
So this kind of job isn't very appealing to me just because I would want to do something kind of, within my ICP. We have, Cadence on the show. That's something where I'm like, I'm fired up about that. This is an awesome opportunity though. Exceptional brand, great funding behind it. I think this is going to be a huge opportunity for whoever gobbles it up. And Cody's been media buying for quite a long time. So to learn the ins and the outs of all this stuff from him, it's really important.
Here's what I would say. I would say, Cody, don't pay me, man. Don't pay me at all. Just, let me live inside the office. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll live inside the office. I'll eat the snacks at the snack bar.
Yeah.
And mentor me. And maybe let me go on vacation with you, and then let me be on the marketing operators, right? I mean, wouldn't that be a fair exchange? I think
for sure.
I think fair exchange. Just let me live in the office. I mean, I'm not pitching that, but maybe you could pitch that. Okay, Just take that. Food for thought. Okay, on to our next one here, Carson. How about TikTok Shop Manager for Harry's, huh?
So sick.
Sick.
This is crazy. This is awesome.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I think people might think at first blush, oh, TikTok Shop Manager, oh, TikTok Shop's not that important it's not that important to people. I'm probably going to be making, I don't know, 36K a year. Bro, this position's $150K per year. Huh? I mean, I think that says this is important. And you get to work with one of the established, I mean, I would kind of consider them OG now, winners of D2C in our category. I like this one. I think this is exciting. People need to jump on this one. Fair?
100%. I think there's also a quote that applies here is like, there's no small roles. There's only small actors. The actors decide how big that role is going to be. Ooh. This is a perfect example of that. You have the opportunity to do exactly what Goalie did for their TikTok shop, which is now a massive revenue driver for them with Harry's, which is also pretty much a universally loved brand. They have a great product. I actually have some in my bathroom right now. And it's awesome. It's a great brand. You can do some really cool stuff with TikTok. Like, this is a great move.
Bars from you.
Just some bars. I got some bars, dude. I got some things up the sleeve.
No small roles, just small actors, and you decide. You decide how big that eventually becomes. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. Okay, our next one here, Carson. How about working right underneath the man himself, Andrew Ferris, and new partner of the business, Patrick Cadu? I think working as a growth strategist at AJF Growth may be a good move if you want to find your way up and get some lessons in the game, deep in the trenches, and work with some of the best brands in our space. I think everybody should beg, borrow, and steal to get in on this one.
Yeah, just the opportunity to be a barnacle on the side of the ship of this and just to be involved with those conversations.
Yeah.
You're being involved with the best media buyers on the planet. And I don't say that lightly. The best media buyers on the planet are in these groups that you're going to be interacting with. I think that's a pretty good opportunity to get to know,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's a great job for sure. Job's going to be great. Do a great job. Half of the job is just this proximity where you are going to, if you're a sponge, you are going to rocket ship.
Yes, you want to be close to greatness as much as possible. And I will say this. I know, guys. Okay, look, I know. Working inside of a brand, that's the sexy move. I know. Okay, I know how it goes. I've been on both sides of the fence. But I will say this. When you work inside of one of the top agencies in our space, you will learn more and you will learn faster. Why? Because you've got so much exposure to different brands, different categories, different rates of scale, different products, and you get under people who have done it for years and years and seen success, know what the formulas look like, and have a feel about what to do and when to do it. When you get inside of an incredible agency, you will skyrocket your potential to learn and grow faster than you will inside of a brand where you are only focused on one thing all the time. That's my take, okay? And I say that as somebody who's been a founder. I say that as somebody who has been a marketing lead inside one of the fastest growing brands of Shopify. I say that as someone who has been director of e-commerce for one of the best agencies inside of our space, okay? I've been on all sides of the fence. And I think that don't discount working at agencies. Am I too much, Colin? I think people need to hear that. Is that fair?
Sure. Yeah, the ability to see multiple ad accounts at the same time and know that you're not going crazy is a massive thing. Yes. And I think just being, again, a barnacle on the ship of this rocket ship is massive. Mr. Beast said, when he was growing up and scaling his YouTube channel, he would have a phone call with 3 other YouTube people basically every single week. They would go on to make millions of dollars in YouTube and their channels exploded. He has said multiple times, if there was a 5th person in those phone calls, the exact same result would have happened. They would have gone on massive growth on the YouTube channel. They would have made millions. And so this is your opportunity to do that basically within the ad agency space.
Exactly. Hey, lay some foundation for the future. Okay.
Boom.
Go work for Andrew Ferris and Patrick. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good move.
It's a good move. Okay.
Yeah.
Big brain move. Okay.
Yeah.
Go get with those guys.
Yeah.
And Patrick, plus all his Shark Tank, Tank
Yeah.
experience. I mean, okay. We don't need to wax forth anymore on that one. Next one here, Olipop, baby. Hey, who doesn't want this on their resume?
Yeah.
E-commerce manager, digital shelf at Olipop. This one, you're coming in six figures, 125K. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, I don't even really know what digital shelf means, but okay. Hey, if you want to get inside the CPG space, the healthy-ish, better for you space, if that's your dig, if you like that, I think you want to be with Olipop. What is a digital shelf, by the way? Do you know?
No idea. No idea.
Me neither.
I do know a couple things though. This brand is fantastic. The branding is amazing.
It is.
And the past partnerships that they've done, I think, are very slept on, where they have done some incredible partnerships. People know I'm obsessed with this. Collaborations, partnerships.
Yeah.
They've done some incredible work. Also, there's a really fun element to this where they can launch custom SKUs really easily at low inventory. And they've done it in the past for Christmas flavors. They did really limited run.
True.
And they were doing really small SKUs, limited run, just really getting some buzz going. You can do this again there. And the ability to do that and just kind of do these viral moments, these one-off builds, that's amazing. If you can just get involved with them, highly recommend it. Also, the product's delicious. I've had so much of it.
To me, the iconic one's the SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean,
I love that one.
Actually,
and cream soda.
I want to have one of those on my desk. Actually.
I'd love that.
I want to have one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, two more here, and then we have a very important introduction to make. Overtime, baby. If you are a knower of ball, okay, you got to have swag for this role, okay? And you need to be a knower of ball. And I don't just mean our game, I mean basketball. But if you are a knower of ball, you should be director of marketing for Overtime. Huge opportunity. You're going to clock in about 140. Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice. Okay. And next one, last, a little outside of our wheelhouse usually, but hey, for all the software people in our space, what not? Hello. Live selling coming to North America. Biggest player in our space for live selling. Product manager, ads and promo. I think we all want better ads and more platforms. And you know, the good news is you're going to be clocking in around $300 for this one. Okay. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Jesus.
Yes, you are. I know. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. There's still some software positions out there. Okay.
There are. Yeah.
And we need better ad placements. Okay. Moving forward here, and I'm going to roll straight into Maddie here. We have the head of marketing for Cadence, which I'm like so impressed by. I think they have an incredible luxury frame on electrolytes and performance and everything that they do. I find them really interesting, and I think he's going to have perspective here for us that we all can learn from. Maddie, get inside of this show right now. Get in here. Yeah.
This is awesome.
Maddie, it is great to connect with you, my friend.
Yeah. So good to be on. This is awesome.
I've been following Cadence from afar. I think the brand positioning and the products you guys are rolling out and the focus on runners and athletes and really dominating that endurance athlete space, it reminds me a lot of what we did at Bruce Bolt, although different, not a consumable, not a replenishable. Man, if you would, and Colin, you should really drive this, but if you would just give us a little perspective on, man, who you guys are, what you do, and how you have accomplished this kind of luxury type frame for what some people might think is this is just a race to the bottom, hydration, as cheap as possible, and just give us a little perspective on that if you would.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, at the core, really, we're a hydration, and we like to say fueling brand as well. So, fueling athletes, predominantly, that's where we kind of really position. We started out with this can in a citrus flavor. And then, we rolled out that can, then came the sachets, and then, fueling the athlete, like the goal-oriented athlete, really. So, I mean, yeah, like, I like to look at this can, and it looks great on shelf. It looks great on the website. I think straight away it was set up design wise to kind of have this luxury premium positioning, and ultimately it's a can that people are happy to take a picture of when they get one. They'll take a picture of it, put it on the story. It's very shareable. Like, I think having that element where it's like this $2 kind of luxury item in a way, which really kind of positions you as a user as well. Like, it's just great for our word of mouth. It's great to kind of build organically, and we really leaned into that, especially the first year after launching. We were really brand focused. If you look on the Instagram, you'll see brand focused. Ross is a super dialed guy on building brand, especially. I think that's just lent itself to a lot of kind of the success we've had so far. I mean, just if I think about my team a year ago, kind of on digital channels, got a designer, got a photographer, got a couple of partnerships guys, and those positions in a way were just like primed for building brand. Especially when you think about communities. I know community is like a bit of a buzzword right now, but like community groups, events, activation, like all of them need a drink. Like, there's not really many categories where you can go to any event that you want to go to and like be able to provide something for that event, which people need. I think not to drone on too much, but I think the position for runners especially has been a really good starting point for us. You'll see a lot of electrolyte brands out there which are kind of positioned as kind of for everyone. The problem is with that, like, not everyone really needs to be having an electrolyte drink or an electrolyte powder, like, so I mean, starting from the ingredients profile, we're perfect really for having before, during, and after a workout. Ultimately, that's led to us having people actually seeing the effects from having the products, feeling the benefits. We did a customer survey where I think 94.5% of our customers say that they actively feel results from the so, we lent into it really does require the product, which again, when we look at e-com and DC, like, again, it naturally lends itself to great lifetime value essentially, which then allows us to push on the performance side. But yeah, sorry, I just droned on a little bit then, but
all good.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, this is incredible framing here. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, I'm a huge fan of the brand itself. I love cola. That's my personal favorite. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I do it for after workouts, and I also do it for after the sauna. I would love to talk to you about channels as well, what you're excited about for channels moving into 2026. Because you have this luxury positioning already, what are you excited about as far as, the channels that you're really fired up about? Because you have to maintain this luxury position.
Yeah.
Are you interested in real life? I would imagine that'd be amazing activation for you. Maybe long form YouTube. Is there anything, maybe TikTok? Is there anything you guys are like, if we can nail this, we're going to explode?
Yeah. So, I mean, last year was very much, as a business, very D2C focused in a way. We've had, we've had a few retail launches. So Vitamin Shop and GNC are like the big ones so far. This year, however, though, we're looking at wider distribution across the US and across the UK as well. So, we've got to really think about what's going to have the impact there. So up until now, like I said, we've done a lot of activation, a lot of community stuff, a lot on social. We really didn't, to be honest with you, I actually only hired someone to like run the ads for me back here 2 weeks before Black Friday.
Wow.
In November, and yeah, I mean, he came in and just started killing it immediately. Obviously, we ran ads up until then, but we never really put a big emphasis on scaling them just from a resource perspective internally. But he's come in and just straight away has been killing it. January's been awesome. we are going to just keep hammering meta, just because, I mean, you look at, essentially where dollars are best spent, like CPMs generally are actually pretty good compared to a lot of other channels. We do want to, well, we are actually going to be getting kicked off onto TikTok Shop.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a funny one. We've kind of deliberated on it for a while. Obviously, I don't know what it's been like recently in the US with kind of all the changes, but when I looked at TikTok Shop 2 years ago, it was people selling 70 packs of toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's really got to the point now where, as a shopping experience, like it's amazing. I'd say the reason we deliberated on it was from the brand positioning point of view. Because you do have a lack of control over who's promoting your product, and everywhere else in the business where we look at who we partner with on the athlete side, who we partner with on the creator side, who we partner with brand side as well. Like, we're very protective on that, and we say no to 99% of opportunities, honestly. But I mean, you've ultimately got to look at it as the ultimate awareness channel, really. Obviously you can scale meta fast, but every channel pretty much has this build period, right? Yeah. And I feel like with TikTok, it almost is like you can get invested straight away, and you can, blow up pretty immediately. Yeah, we see it with brands all the time, which are TikTok shop brands. So TikTok shop brands, because they've blown up pretty quick on TikTok and come out of nowhere. So I mean, that's just something where we are just kind of going to treat it as like that's just the nature of the game and nature of that channel. Yeah. Ultimately, like I said, when we're thinking about D2C, Amazon, retail, this is the channel that's probably going to affect all of those the most. When we just think about visibility for all those other ones. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, long form YouTube we've done a fair bit on in the past. Not too much. It tends to be more kind of documentary style almost. So working with, again, it's kind of a more of a positioning channel for us. When we sign an athlete, we'll create almost like this short documentary film on them and really highlight them. So yeah, and honestly, we've only just really started dipping our toe into influencer. Yeah. Up until now, we've been super dialed on the athlete side. Again, great for positioning. I think it's amazing that we've built that positioning over the course of the last kind of year and a half. And that is what allows us to then go super hard on the performance side and still be seen as this premium, desirable brand. So yeah.
Do you have, you just touched on it a little bit. You just started with influencers. Is there kind of a dream athlete roster that you have in your head mentally where you're like, God, if I could just get Shohei Ohtani, or, there's these levels where you're like, I would love for them to be a Cadence athlete. Is there one or two or three that you are thinking like, God, I wish I could grab
honestly, we've actually just signed contracts on a couple of them.
Oh, can you tell us or no?
Probably, yeah. I'll probably keep those ones. Yeah, I'll probably keep those ones hidden. But yesterday we just announced Charlie Lawrence, who's the 50-mile world record holder, American record holder for the 100K.
What a beast.
He's yeah, exactly. Like I said, we really. Again, it's not just about going after the athletes. It's really like the goal-oriented athlete. Yeah. We want people who are doing real extraordinary things. He's actually part of a team, but we've got Hercules as well, based over here in the UK. I know, what a name, right?
Great name.
Yeah, phenomenal name. Like I said, he's actually on my marketing team. He's our global head of partnerships now. Wow. So, but he's out there running across countries. You know what I'm saying? So he is honestly, in a way, kind of the ultimate influencer in kind of what we look for. He's doing extraordinary things, running across Greece, running across Cyprus, running across all full countries. But yet he has the social community, super engaged community on social, and he can promote the heck out of the product more than really anyone else. So
this is what I love about what you guys are doing, Maddie, is I find that if you have that laser focus on a specific core group,
Exactly.
athletes, but not just professional athletes, but performance-minded athletes who are doing other interesting things inside of their life, but they're driven and they are doing a specific thing. By targeting that, I think what you do is you actually avail yourself to reach everyone outside of that
100%. 100%.
That's what I love about what you're doing.
Yeah,
that's it. In a way, you know, like we want to be promoted by also people who have attainable lives, right? I mean, take Herc for example. Once again, like he works, you know, just as many hours as anyone else in the job. You know, like he's not like a pro athlete, so to speak. So it makes him great across the board, really. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we are in the process of signing a couple of more pros on the positioning side. They are phenomenal. And yeah, like ultimately whilst we want to be, you know, the choice of drink for your guy who works in the city and goes to Sweetgreen for his lunch, we also want to be, you know, the fueling option of choice for anyone about to go and run, you know, LA Marathon in a month or so. So we need that aspirational side as well.
Absolutely.
I would love to see you guys be the drink of choice for what's his name? Alex Honnold, the guy who just climbed.
Cafe 101.
Yeah.
Talk
about intense right there. He finishes a climb and then he goes very top. We got a can crack.
Yeah.
That's some beauty right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a free gem for you.
100%. I tell you what, though, I hope he's not getting sweaty hands when he's going up there.
I hope not
too much.
I would.
Yeah,
I can tell you that much.
Sweaty hands thinking about it. I need
yeah, it's craziness.
Now, I'll say this. I think what also stands out to me that you have already touched on, Maddie, is the can and the design and the minimalistic feel of everything that you guys do. To me, that really stands out, and it enhances the luxury frame, the top tier performance zenith frame that you guys are focused on. But I have to say, I've seen some people drag it online. They're saying, "Oh, this is Millennial-Core. You know, it's so minimalist. You know, and they're wanting 1,000 colors and 1,000 different things. I don't line up with that. But have you heard that? What do you do if you push back on that? How would you approach that?
You know, I mean, so we've actually rebranded twice since launching this can. So this is actually the most recent UK one. We've got the US one slightly different. But I mean, you know, we started off on, it was literally just the Cadence logo with nothing else on. Looked beautiful. Nobody could really tell what it was, though. Nobody could tell, you know, what it did. You know, so we updated it kind of early last year. You'll still see it on a couple of products on the website. It's literally just a white can with Core 500 on the front, which sounds, you know, sounds cool and it sounds performance-y, but the same thing again, nobody knows what it is. Like, what is Core 500? To the athlete, you might ask them and they might be able to take a guess. They're like, oh, it's got 500 something in, you know what I mean? So, I mean, ultimately, again, like I said, we're really optimizing this year for success in retail. You know, and like I said, with the other one, you couldn't really tell what it was. Couldn't tell it was a hydration drink. You also couldn't really tell the flavor. It had a little flavor bar just underneath. So, you know, as Ross founder started to realize this, he was like, we need a new can again. So it's actually, it's funny, you know, as we were redesigning this, there was many nights where myself, Ross, and our designer, Matt, who's, by the way, like just killer designer, does everything across the brand now, design-wise, insane. He's probably got, honestly, about 1,000 iterations of this on his Illustrator account.
Crazy.
And he was just, you know, straight up sat there, like on screen share, the three of us on a WhatsApp screen share, just, you know, iterating until he kind of came down to this. And, you know, I think it's definitely in a great place now. It's still got that, you know, beam look to it, but you know, flavor is the big one. Obviously, you can see straight away what flavor it is on the top, and just with the naming core hydration, daily hydration, energy hydration, you see straight away what it's for. I've never really heard many complaints about it, honestly. Most people I know say it looks sick.
It does. It does. I think it does.
Yeah, and you know what? Like again, like with this kind of optimizing for retail, a little worry was like, would we lose that? Would we lose that kind of clean premium feel to it? But I think, I think Matt's done an awesome job with it. So
I think so.
hopefully this is $1 billion can.
Yeah, and I think it's also a little bit of if you know, you know. Like I don't think you're not mass marketing to every Joe Schmo in the world. You are marketing to a very subsect of subsect, and those people, it's very cultish. You know what I mean? They know it, and if you're in that cool cult, then they already know. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of less education, and you don't want Joe Schmo in the street. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You want the beast. You want the beast.
Yeah. In a way, I've kind of seen that. I've kind of seen it play out before. It's like a completely different thing. But previous to Cadence, I was at Represent. I don't know if you'll know that, the clothing brand. Yeah. So when I joined there, it was kind of like that. It was kind of like an if you know you know kind of brand. With like the weekly drops, like people looking forward to it. People sat on their laptop 2 hours before, like ready to press a button to get on. You know what I mean? And so I've kind of seen what that scale up really looks like, and how to approach it and how to kind of keep those core customers, because the last thing you want is to go to the mass market and you got your core customer then start to almost resent the fact that so like I think again that's where as we scale up on the performance side, like not even maintaining but scaling up the brand and the community and the activation, all the in real life stuff, scaling that up a lot straight up alongside it, like it just becomes more important.
I think what you've done too with the race line, I think it maintains your brand, but it also makes it really clear because the word is race on there. It makes it very clear, like this is for performance, it is for running, it is for enduring. So I think you've struck a great balance on that side, design wise, in addition to clarity and providing that, for people who are interested.
Sure.
Maddie, we love what you're doing, and I think the lessons that you've drawn from Represent obviously are coming into play here. I also love that low key, brother, you're a down and dirty, nitty gritty D2C e-com. I mean, 2 weeks before Black Friday, bro, you were still in the ad account yourself. I mean, sometimes when people run across brands that are scaling and performing and look so cool, incredible design, they assume this guy's got a 40-person team and I can't relate to him, but actually that's not the case. And man, you guys have been growing this thing. It's incredible.
Yeah, we've kept it lean, and like, it kind of got to the back end of last year and I was thinking like, right, if we need to crank this up, like what are just those key couple of channels that we just really need to nail? And ultimately just like interviewed until I got the absolute best people I could find for those jobs. So
dig that. Well, man, we know that you are a busy man, and we appreciate you joining us on the show. If you would, before you go, man, I'd love you to tell everybody where they can find you, follow along with Cadence, and also just, man, what you're most excited about heading into 2026.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you can find Cadence on Instagram, just at Cadence. Usecadence.com is the website. Just myself, Maddie Martin on LinkedIn, Maddie TJ Martin on Instagram. Don't really use Instagram so much for the ecom stuff, but Maddie TJ Martin Maddie TJ Martin on Twitter /X as well. So yeah, in terms of excitement, I mean, we've got Target launch in just less than a month.
Come on!
Wow.
Closely followed by Walmart. So
Whoa, man, big moves.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, just honestly, the most I'm most excited about the fact that I've got the team to support it now, and like, kill a group of guys. So
love it. I love it. Wow. Maddie, we appreciate you joining the show, and we look forward to having you back after those launches,
100%.
man.
Let's do it again.
All right. Awesome. All right. We appreciate you, Maddie. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Wow.
Legit. That's crazy.
Legit.
They're going to rocket ship in 2026.
Target, Walmart, I mean, their IRL activations, you know, the can redesign, I think he brought up a great point there. A little more clarity, maintaining their branding though, the luxurious framing.
Yeah.
To me, the biggest point that I loved was that he just hired a meta manager 2 weeks before Black Friday. I love that. I love that because that's really where we all come from. When you're growing a brand, then you are at first you're a marketing team of one. At first, the founder does every job.
Exactly.
And then he slowly, you know, releases and hires other people to take control of other things. And Maddie, he's had his hands on the controls of everything all the way up until this point. He didn't even have a meta ads manager on the team. And now just a few months later, they're rolling into Target and Walmart. I mean, I love that lean team with big dreams and making it happen. That's so good.
It's so good. I mean, it's very similar to the one-man brand we talk about.
Exactly.
And they're doing it, guys. This is a brand doing it. It's a small team. They're crushing. You would think it's 40 people. It's not.
That's so good. As we move forward here, Carson, I want to go back to Seguno. You know, Seguno is one of our trusted partners here on the show, and we couldn't do what we do without them. And there are many inside of our space who could not do what they do without them. Seguno is the only marketing suite that's built entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean? Your emails, your banners, your pop-ups, your reviews, all of it is inside of Shopify where you live and work every day and in every way. That means your data doesn't have to get duct taped and integrated and hopefully properly transferred back and forth. Your Shopify data is the data, okay? And they have built this product for lean teams with big dreams, just like we were talking about with Maddie. If you don't have a full-time email marketer on your team, you need to be using Seguno. Why? Because they come with real people who will help you. They'll actually get on the phone and help you, even if it's not just about Seguno, but it's even about Shopify. They'll get on the phone and help you. Okay, one-click automations. This is email 3.0 in my view. Okay, this is next level. That's why they got Shopify's 2024 Build of the Year award. If you are looking to make it easy on yourself, shake out a few more dollars in 2026, then you should go to Seguno.com, get a free trial. If you mention you came from Colin and I, they will give you an extended free trial. You get a free month, test drive the thing yourself, and see the difference. It's also the best buy in the email game, just FYI. So many thanks to Seguno. Colin, there are some interesting things happening on the internet. But what I'd really like to do next, I don't know if you have this next to you.
I don't have it next to me. It's in my kitchen. I know, dude. I know.
Okay, why don't you go get it? Why don't you go get it now? And then, Carson, you and I here, we will talk about, let's move forward to recipe for going viral. There was a great article that came out from Ad Age here. See, this is the dynamism. This is the dynamism of going live. There's a great article from Ad Age here about designing for shareability, not just views. Okay. And I think we've been hearing this and seeing this on X. In reality, how you go viral on Instagram is by designing videos that are shared. Okay, yeah. Turn the volume on that thing down. Turn the volume on that thing down. It's by designing videos that are very shareable. Okay. It's not even that you're going for views, it's that you're going for shares. What you see happening on the screen here, this was a video that was done by DoorDash. This is at a UFC event. And what you'll see is this little guy, his name is Hezbollah, who, if you know anything about MMA, then you love this guy and you know who he is. If you don't, this looks like a 6 to 8 year old child who, for whatever reason, is holding a DoorDash bag inside of the ring after a champion has just won the biggest fight of the night. Okay, so the point is, why make this video, right? Why do you put a DoorDash bag on a interesting person that you may or may not know and put them inside of the UFC ring after the biggest fight of the night? The reason that you do it is because of that question right there. People started asking, what in the world is a DoorDash bag doing inside of the ring? Now, Hezbollah, if you don't know him, he's wildly popular. He has some sort of health condition where that even though he's in his mid-20s, he looks like a child. But the guy is wildly popular on social media. He's been memed 1,000 times. He makes hilarious videos. And inside of the MMA community, the guy, he's a superstar, okay? And so if you're DoorDash and you want to go viral, what do? Do you buy an ad on the UFC ring? Do you put your billboard up outside of the stadium? Or do you find a way to just place your bag on an extremely interesting character that you know people love and will talk about in the first place and find a way to weirdly get your product inside of the ring? I loved this. I loved this because it's inherently shareable. It makes people ask questions in the comments. What in the world is a DoorDash bag doing? Why does Hezbollah have a DoorDash bag? Everybody inside of the MMA circle, they're sharing this video. Hey, what's he doing? Okay, this I thought was a great example that they brought up inside of the article. And I think you should go and read more of it. It's not just about views. It's about shares at the end of the day. I believe Colin is back. There we go, baby. Okay, let's tear this thing. Do you have water? Do you have water?
Oh yeah, I went full.
Okay, I do too. I have not opened mine yet. TJ,
I just opened mine. I just
opened
mine.
for Courage, outgoing company known as Outty. I always refer to it as Outty, but the actual name is the Outgoing Company.
Yeah.
And we are taking this for social performance. Anxiety goes down when you're going out. Yapping goes up. I think the effect here is mental clarity, mood support, and social energy.
I love it.
Who needs social energy in 2026? I think we all do. We all do. We've got the powder here. Now, I think part of the reason why it's important that we taste this is that TJ shared that there were some people who have commented, hey, taste not really my take, maybe it was too tart or whatever. I don't really believe that, honestly. If I'm just telling you, I'm a little predisposed to not believe that.
Give it a smell.
Smells great.
Give it a good smell.
What's that smell? How would you describe the smell?
Berry, maybe?
Berry. I'm getting like some floral here.
Yeah.
And it smells like it's a little floral to me. It feels
good.
like I'm smelling flowers a little bit, but it's got a fruity twist on it.
You ready for a pro move?
Yeah, show me a pro move. What is
what?
that? Wow. Now, hey, are you going powder first or did you go water first?
Water first all day.
Okay, water first? I'm going to go powder first. Okay. Powder first. I've got my water here ready. I'm going to use the spoon. I'm not as fancy.
Rookie move over there.
My friend in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. I've got the spoon. I'd say color. I wanted to do a clear glass like you did so that people can see the color.
Feels good.
It looks good. Smells
I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for you so we can do it at the same time.
Okay. I appreciate that. I'm mixed in. So, hey, diffusability, strong. Okay.
Easy,
I don't got a bunch of clumps.
No clumps.
Okay.
Ready to rock?
Cheers.
Flavor? What are you talking about? Flavor?
It tastes great. It tastes great. Where are the qualms about flavor that TJ has mentioned some people have said to him? It's a little grapefruitish for me.
That's what I was trying to figure it out. I think there's like grapefruit or something there.
And the color is grapefruitish. I don't know if you guys know this, but Texas is known for its ruby red grapefruits from South Texas. It is the fruit of the Lone Star State. And when I see this, when I taste it, it makes me think of that ruby red grapefruit. I eat one or two every night.
Wow.
It's got good mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I would say it's got a smooth mouthfeel. I'm not like getting like crusties that I got to chomp on that feel like rocks, you know, which sometimes you get with powders that you are mixing. TJ, I'm going to say, let the haters hate because they're wrong. Number one, anybody who's mentioned that there's something they don't like about the flavor needs to check their palate. Okay. This is coming from somebody who used to have a coffee company that would do daily testings and flavor testing, developing the palate. I like the floral, the fruity, grapefruit, the color, mouthfeel. I would give this on a 10-point scale. One sip, everyone knows the rules. I would give this an 8.6. I'm gonna go with an 8.6 strong score. Strong score. Colin, you?
I'd probably go about the same. My only request is that he makes a mango flavor. I'm a huge mango guy.
Mango!
I love a good mango flavor. So that would be my only request, is that he gets a mango flavor going.
Here's my request. Number one, if you can hear the sound of my voice and see this video, go to the Outgoing company and order this. Okay.
Yeah.
Order it. Number one, you're going to have more social energy. I wish I would have taken one before the show.
We should have taken a pre-show. Yeah.
But maybe this should be part of the pregame.
Pre-game.
I think this should be a standard pregame. Number two, TJ, we got to have the yapper now. We got to try the yapper. Yeah. Oh no, the yapper is coming. The canned, ready to drink. That is the, we'll call it the cousin or the brother, the, same family. Adjacent. Well, let's call him first cousin. The first cousin ready to drink version yapper. I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
Even if this didn't have like social performance benefits, I would still drink it. I would drink it because it tastes good.
Yeah.
And I think that's important, brother. Everybody in our space, at health, better for you, whatever, it's taste at the end of the day. It's like, if it tastes good, people will buy it more. And this, to me, it tastes great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. Bravo to our friend TJ.
Let's go, TJ.
Okay, before we move to next, we got a great few stories to wrap with here, but I'd like to speak about our partners at AMP. If you can't explain your business, friend, inside of a sentence or two or a single dashboard, I'm not sure you know how your business is really doing. And the great thing about AMP, the reason why we love working with them, is that they actually want you to make money. And their whole platform is designed for you to know how you are tracking to forecast. Okay, what is your CAC? What is your LTV? Make all of your crucial data available in one easy place and space, in addition to finding other ways at cart, back in stock, finding other ways to shake out more profit for you at the end of the day. Their tool of mine that is my favorite is Lifetimely. Inside of teams, everyone's got their data and their way of reporting. This solves a lot of headaches because it allows you to scale with confidence when you actually know your numbers. And there's one source of truth for you to go to and know how the business is doing definitively today, last week, past 30 days, last year, etc. So if you want to scale with confidence in 2026, good news is we're actually going to have Patrick, CEO at AMP, on the show next week. If you want to scale with confidence in 2026, go to useamp.com, test drive that platform, solve some headaches, and make yourself look big brain to your team, to your leadership. Okay, get inside of there, make it easy on yourself, scale with confidence in 2026. Many thanks to our partners at AMP. Okay, I am intrigued. I'm intrigued. I want to move forward to hymns here, Carson. I'm very intrigued by this ad campaign. Okay, I think this got shared wildly on Twitter yesterday, and I think their framing here is so good. It's memorable. It's tweetable, and I'm going to say it to you right now. Rich people live longer. Okay, rich people live longer. What does that mean? True wealth is real health. And longevity has been relegated to the ultra rich. Okay, so they're tying into a number of different waves and truths that people feel. I also think there is this basic pull for everyone who is working class and middle class. We want to go higher. American dream. We want to go further. We want to live like a billionaire. How can we do that? They're tapping into that and they're saying, our products, we are going to make that possible. Now you can treat yourself like billionaires get treated every day. Rich people live longer. Before we watch the thing, and maybe we shouldn't watch the thing, but Colin, what was your take on this? I thought this was genius. I love this framing.
This is going to be a home run. Also, the market reacted extremely positively for them. Their stock was up 6% off the release of the ad itself. Also, a genius move for them to release the ad right before the Super Bowl to get the buzz already going. And then people like you and I are already talking with our friends and family and being like, oh, I can't wait for this Hims ad. You're going to watch it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And I love this. I love the framing. I also love the fact that they're trying to bring a lot of biomarkers and basically preventative health to the masses, which I think is extremely important. Rich and ultra wealthy people have been doing this for quite a while. Preventative health, biomarkers, all this stuff. If you're basically saying, hey, this isn't just for them, this can be for you too, that's huge.
This was the first time that after I saw this ad, I identified, oh, this is for me. This is for me. You know, in the past, I know what they do. I don't feel acutely, I don't think, any of the problems that they have sought to solve for people. But when I saw this ad, I finally said, oh, this is for me. Yes, I want to live like this. Yes, I want to live longer. And so I think they've done a great job of widening their target by who they can reach and who will identify. I think it was really smart of them. Carson, why don't you just play a little bit of this ad? It's put together so well.
People live longer. All that money.
So well done.
So well done.
It buys more time. The wealth gap is a health gap. The rich have health care that comes to them. Custom formulated peptides, specialists on call, and preventative care before they need it.
Okay, stop it there. Stop it there if you would, Carson. Okay, the wealth gap is a health gap. Okay, great line. The rich have health care that comes to them. Great line. that was a great one. Okay. Specialists that talk to them, biomarkers, preventative care, all of that. It's laying out very neatly. This is what they get that you don't. Now you can have it by working with us. This is so well done. I feel like now, I don't know all of the reputation that they have had in the past, but I feel now they have set themselves up as a true guide, a mentor, somebody who's for us. They're for the rest of society who isn't already living at this top tier health and wealth placement. I feel like they have become somebody now that we can cheer for, and we are glad to join forces with. That, to me, it's incredible framing.
How'd you like to be in the ads manager after a Super Bowl? How'd you like to be in that account that day? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's going to go kaboom.
I'd love to see it, but
I would too.
That's some private information.
Yeah, it's going to go kaboom. Okay, let's move back here. Speaking of, let's go to Huawei here. Speaking of interesting product and interesting development here, you tagged this one, and this was like out of left field for me. This tweet comes to us from Andrea Finelli, and what she says here: Huawei keeps pushing into fashion multiplied by tech. So it's fashion tech. They're open ear wear like ear cuffs with finishes like chrome, rose gold, and denim-like textures. They were showcased at Paris Fashion Week. How about that? This is so outside of the box for me. Gen Z treats wearables as fashion accessories, so they collaborated with brands they care about. I find this very interesting. I would not have place to them for this at all. Give me your take on this when you see it.
I mean, the most important sentence is that very last sentence where it says Gen Z is treating wearables as fashion accessories. If you are Whoop, or if you are Apple Watch, if you are Oura Ring, if you are any of these, you need to be thinking about that. How can I market this product and develop a product that this person is proud to wear in the boardroom and also while they're working out and all of these things? If you can crack all of that, you hit a home run. And I'm still waiting for a really, really, really nicely developed wearable where it's upper luxury.
Yes.
That you're really proud to show off, and it's not just a band or it's not just a ring. I'm really curious if someone's going to absolutely hit a home run with that pretty soon.
This to me fits into the category of what I would call interesting in the frame of Orange John. It's interesting in the sense that it's kind of it's unexpected. It's unexpected.
100%.
It's an ear cuff. Okay. I wasn't even sure that existed before.
Yeah.
But it does. Okay. They collaborated with brands that would help them get into Fashion Week in Paris. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's different than I think what a lot of others are doing. And I find compelling. This is one to watch. And I think, like you said, others should be following in suit. Colin, I know that you have got a hard out here. We've got a couple more stories. I think probably what we should do is bid you adieu for now. Thank you for joining us. And
amazing.
Look forward to seeing you on the other side, my friend. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you. Love you. Love you.
Love you. See ya.
Okay, I'll see you. I'll see you. Okay, thank you, Carson. We have so many good people that join us here on the show. We've got a couple more stories that I will finish here solo. But before we do, I want to talk to you about one of our other partners, especially targeting focus. I'm talking about Postscript here. You know, when it comes to focus, whenever you obsess over something, it yields undue results. Undue in the sense of unusual. You get outsized results. That's what you get. That's what Postscript does for SMS. Most people in our space, the way they are doing SMS now is they have a partner or tool where you can get a hodgepodge of things all together. Maybe email and SMS and 5 or 6 other deals. And, the result, though, is that what do people get? They get pretty good performance. Why? Because the people that they are working with, they have to focus on many things. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. When your attention is divided, you don't get the same results. And when I personally made the switch to Postscript, the last time I was in-house at a brand, we went from making very little money on SMS to being a top 1% account on their entire platform inside of a year. Okay, now what's usual, what's normal, what's average is a plus 22% increase in revenue after people make the switch. Now that's worth doing it. That's worth doing it all together, that alone. But I didn't experience that. I experienced far more. That is what's possible when you work with somebody who is solely focused on making SMS your #1 revenue generator. That's what they do. They will take that dare, and they told me that themselves, and they, you know what? They delivered. They did an incredible job for me. We were glad to have them as a partner. Go to postscript.io/SMS-benchmarks. You're going to get great info on what am I doing now in my category, in my vertical, what's normal, what's possible. You work with them, you're going to find more dollars in your profit pocket at the end of the day. Many thanks to our partners at Postscript. Okay, Carson, I want to move forward to Absolut and Tabasco's collab here. This, to me, is so outstanding. This is
did you get that one uploaded?
Oh, I texted it to you. Okay, I got you. See if you can find it. I'm going to describe it, though, even if you can't. Absolut Vodka has released, they're known, okay? People in the vodka space, they are known for doing interesting flavor combinations. And there's always the usuals. It's some kind of fruit, okay? It's lemon, it's cranberry, it's all of the things. But Absolut here as we arrive towards the eve of the Super Bowl, they have released a Tabasco flavored vodka. Okay. Now, if you know Tabasco, you know it is spicy, my friends. And when you do something that is interesting and outside of the box than many others in your category, results will pay off for you. Okay. I love this creative. For those of you who cannot see it right now, if you're not watching and you're only listening, this is a Absolut vodka bottle, but it is styled as a really large Tabasco bottle, if you're familiar with the brand. And it's a guy who is wearing a volcano suit, who is standing on a volcano with erupting lava behind him, and he's holding this spicy vodka. Okay. Now, I love this creative. I don't know if it was done with all AI. I don't care. Actually, I kind of like it more if they just had an intern or marketing manager somewhere for this giant brand make this inside of Nano Banana. To me, that makes it even more compelling, but it's the interestingness of the product. Now, is this going to be a hit? I don't know. I've never had it. I don't know that I will have it, but the outside of the boxness of this product, similar like we talked about with Huawei, the unusualness of this, and it's attractive. It makes me interested to try it. Okay. And I think this is going to have great effect inside of the usual consumer base of vodka. And what I would say is that probably in the fall, there's going to be a Greek society member at fraternities and sororities who are having spicy drinks. Okay. I find this to be very interesting. And I think this is a win. You do something outside of the box, get more attention. Even if people don't love it forever, then you're going to drive a lot more business for your brand and a lot more eyeballs. And guess what? If I were to be purchasing a product like this, what would I think of? I would think of them. I wouldn't think of their competitors. I couldn't even name you who are 5 other vodka brands. I don't know. But I know that Absolut made one that's Tabasco flavored. See? So I find this to be compelling. And I think we should follow and take note. Do something interesting and see how the market responds. Lastly, before we leave here, I'd like to show you one video. This comes to us from Twitter. And this is, I know. Oren, he tweeted yesterday, you're not supposed to like share videos of AI influencers, especially who are women, and say, wow, this is really interesting. It looks real. Okay, I know. Okay, I'm not supposed to do it. But this is probably the most real-ish AI UGC influencer that I've ever seen. Okay. I have seen some more examples of this like work now. And so this is repeatable. It is doable, but I find it to be, if I hadn't known and it had shown up in the feed, I don't think, I've got a pretty attuned eye. I don't think at first I would have known. Let's play it, Carson, and
Okay, wait. Story time really quick. I live in this really nice building in LA, and there's literally people in and out all day. Tell me why today someone stopped me just to say I smelled so good. And it's a $40 perfume I bought. Divine Sky is actually that freaking good. I literally bought 5 bottles because of how good it smelled, and I was scared of them being sold out. Apparently, they only make 5,000 bottles a year and sell out.
Okay, you can stop it, Carson. Okay, so obviously, I think maybe you could hear maybe a little something in the audio. If you've made AI video, you could see like, I don't know, maybe this is AI, maybe. Okay. But the audio was pretty good. Okay. But it's the shakiness of the camera, And this comes back to a theme that we have talked about on the show prior here in past episodes. Rawness, the shakiness of the video is what totally throws it off and makes it look very real for me. But now rawness and shaking, that's just part of the prompt. That is part of the prompt. And a word of warning, anybody who is actually making videos and running these as ads or selling product, you got to be careful. If you don't say this is AI and the kind of claims that you make, you do have to be careful. That's just part of the game. So you got to be careful with it. But I will say I was impressed it's one of the best examples I have seen so far as actually convincing me this is a real person. Okay. I'm not a boomer. Okay. I am digitally native, and it could have fooled me, at least at first. Once she started selling the product, I know. Okay, I know what this is. But they're at the front. That rawness and the shakiness, it got me. It got me. And I think this came to us from Rachel Carton. Rawness is now just part of the prompt. This is a great example. And let the advertisers take heed. This kind of higher tier AI generative capabilities, and also for creators. Now, rawness is, it doesn't have to be human for it to be quote, quote, raw, as the CEO and founder of Instagram so recently encouraged us to just make, lightly edited raw film. Well, rawness is just part of the prompt now. Very interesting. Well, we appreciate Maddie from Cadence coming on the show. Of course, obviously, my partner in crime, Colin Doherty, our partner, Seguno, Postscript, and AMP. And the good news is that all of this content that we have filmed, the interviews, the segments, it's all up. It's going to be available. Catch up over the weekend, and we're here for you. The reason that we do this is that we want to serve the community and people that we love. Our jobs, they all depend on being at the bleeding edge of the ever-changing internet and talking with and learning from the brightest minds doing the coolest and most interesting things in our game. We'll have this up for you, and the good news is we will be here Monday. Hope you have an awesome weekend from producer Carson and myself. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.